Good morning, campers, and welcome back to Dabbling in Drag. Thank you so much for coming back because let's be honest, the last couple of makeups, not the best. The look came together, but there were some crunchy parts. Nothing crunchy about that robot bodysuit we made. That looked good, but with that wrapping up season 4's promo, we are now up to All Stars 1. This promo shoot was like superhero Mortal Kombat, bright neon primary colors, a lot of fun, and totally up my alley. You mean I get to make a superhero arcade video game inspired look? Hello, super geek. For today's inspiration, I want to combine some of my favorite female superheroes. I've always been a big fan of Marvel, love the X-Men. Jean Grey in particular is one of my favorites, so I'm definitely pulling reference for her. Starfire from Teen Titans is also a huge inspiration. I love her aesthetic. She's also like a huge crush, so we're gonna kind of merge them together, make our own superhero, and Sierra Mist is gonna get her full alien experience today. Let's get started. And we are Manscaped. You know the drill, first things first, we're gonna block out these eyebrows. But hold up, every single look you've done this whole series has had no eyebrows. What you gonna do about that? Where's the versatility? You know eyebrow having ass bitch. Well fine, I will give you a half eyebrow today. So I'm gonna block the tail part of my brow, but keep these front few hairs out. All right, we've got half an eyebrow. Is it hot in here or is it just me? So now that we have the eyebrow blocked, I'm actually going to start to draw in the shape of my eyebrow. I'm using a blood red cream from my Ben Nye Effects cream wheel, and I'm starting to create the shape of a very short alien brow. And I'm not overly concerned about precision at this point, I just want to get the cream on there because we're going to clean it up in a little bit. Taking a spoolie, I'm just running that through the loose hairs. Okay, let's clean it up with some Ben Nye Clown White. And taking a wipe, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the top of the brow now. Let's set this with powder. We'll come back to these brows later, now let's get into the eyes. First, I'm going to pop in my contacts from Primal Lenses, and I have to give a huge shout out to these people. Primal has been a supporter of me for several years, and they are fabulous. These contact lenses are super comfortable, very lightweight, and some of the most unique designs you'll see on the market. A lot of times these lens companies are just redistributing the same designs over and over and over again. At Primal, you're really seeing some unique styles that I have never seen anywhere else. They have natural style lenses as well as more creative lenses, and you can get prescription. If you need some great contact lenses, make sure you check out Primal Lenses. They delivered these in like maybe 3 days. All right, let's get them in. Looking a little ooky spooky, par for the course, but we're gonna try and make it cute. Taking just a little bit of concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use that to prime my eyes so we can get started adding color. I don't think I mentioned this. I'm gonna be orange. So I'm gonna have neutral makeup, but for orange skin. Surprisingly, I have a lot of different shades of orange eyeshadow, but we're going to start with our handy dandy, trusty Book of Sins palette from Deadly Sins Cosmetics. I think with as much as I mentioned them, I should probably buy one of their shirts so I can wear them in these videos. You've seen me use it before. This orange shade is one of my favorites. It's super bright and vibrant, and we're gonna pack that all along our crease. Loving it! And with the excess on the brush, I'm just gonna softly buff out the edges. For a little bit of a deeper orange, I'm dipping into my Kratos Beauty palette. This is amazing. I talked about it on an Instagram live a while ago. If you have not connected with Kratos Beauty, oh my gosh. The whole company is Indigenous owned, which is so awesome. They just got their own physical space set up, so congratulations to you all. And it is super affordable. Not only do they have palettes, they have brushes, I'm sure they have a whole bunch of other goodies that I have yet to check out. They have a whole assortment of orange shades just for us today. And I'm gonna dip into this sort of deeper shade right here. It's a little bit more of a rust orange. I'm gonna go ahead and build up the color in this crease. Love. Next, I'm going in with more of a warm brown. This is Sagittarius from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to go ahead and start to deepen that crease. Still needing to go darker, I'm dipping into Pisces with more of a flat brush, and I'm going back in with the Deadly Sins orange and just kind of blending all this together. Dipping back into my Ben Nye Clown White, I'm going to go ahead and draw the white inner corner crease situation. Now I know you're looking at me like, Ryan, that cut crease, it's a mess. You're right. But we fix it all later. Grabbing the Deadly Sins orange, I'm packing that on the outer corner and building up with those same colors, Kratos Beauty. I'm going to take this and go ahead and trace alongside the white crease. For now, that's okay. Taking that same concealer, I'm just going to tap some out on my under eye, and we're basically going to repeat those colors on the underside of my eye. This eye shape is looking like a little aggressive, so I'm going to try and round it out. I want to add like a little bit more white under my eye. And now taking some white body paint, I'm going to go ahead and really define and brighten this white. It's starting to look like we have this giant eye with a tiny little pupil just floating in the middle of it, so let's add some liner. I'm going to go in first with that Pisces color and just kind of map out the shape of my liner. I don't want a big wing, but I do want to really define and kind of bring up the shape of my eye. Alright, and let's get a little wing. And now I'm just going to trace that with some black liquid liner. The annoying part about doing this is this second eye always goes way faster and way easier than the first eye, so you all get to see me struggle bus, and then I'll do a liner like over here. You're left wondering why I'm doing makeup in the first place, and then here I'm like... Now that the eyes are pretty well along, let's go ahead and prep our skin and start in on foundation. I'm not going to show you my skin prep because by this time you pretty much get an idea of it. If you have questions, just comment below. To mix up our foundation color, I'm going in with the Ben Nye Lumiere Cream palette, and I'm going to combine a little bit of the yellow and the red to make a nice orange shade to kind of match what we have going on. Looking crispy. Let's go ahead and buff all that in with a wet beauty blender. Let's go ahead and take this off. Still using my Lumiere Cream palette, I'm scooping out just some of the yellow, and I'm going in with a flat concealer brush to paint on the highlights of the face. Taking that same beauty blender that we used before, I'm going to mix this together. Okay, might need a little bit of white highlight in here too, just to brighten up some of these high points before we add some contour. To add that little extra pop of highlight, I'm going in with my Ben Nye Cream Stick in white. Oops, had to change the card. Change your card, made me change it around. We are done with our highlight and putting the Lumiere wheel away. And for contour, we are breaking out the Ben Nye Master Cream palette. Obviously, I'm a little Ben Nye obsessed. I love their products. They are some of the best professional, theatrical, accessible products you can find. And I super appreciate all of their support, so thank you Ben Nye for sharing all of these lovely products with me. I'm pulling out the orange cream, and that is going to be our contour color for today. And let's blend that all in. And I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and blend out some of the nose contour. Alright, this is definitely enough cream base. I'm going to go ahead and pat some powder all over my neck and then lightly dust powder across my face. I don't want to lose a lot of this shine that we got from using the Lumiere Cream palette, so a little bit of powder and we'll be just fine. Before I go into powder contour, I want to get these eyebrows in order. They're kind of bothering me. I'm dipping into shade Flame Red from the Theatrical Rouge palette by Ben Nye, and I'm just going to fill in that eyebrow and then start to redefine the shape. Next, I'm dipping into my Trixie Cosmetics Mod About You Orange Blush palette. This is my first time dipping into this. I got it as a Christmas present, and I'm super excited because look at how cute that is. It's like a warm coral blush. And so I'm just gonna go hard on Go Go Girl here. We're gonna go really pack our brush, and we're just gonna like pack that all over our cheek. Holy moly! Okay. Loving that color, but it's looking a little too pink on this orange skin, so I'm gonna go back in with some of the oranges we used earlier and try and marry this together. So I started to create the nose blush shape, and I'm going to take a little bit of white cream and just define that shape a little bit more. Okay, looking cute. As if I didn't go in already with like enough like blush things, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a yellow powder. This is from Star Blend, and I'm gonna kind of like create a little bit of yellow warmth on this cheek. And we can still see the kind of like shine, moisturized look that the Lumiere creams give us, which I love. Even through all of this powder and everything, we're still getting some of that like realistic skin look. We're getting close. Just to make sure things are extra blinding, it is time for highlight. I'm going back into my Deadly Sins Cosmetics palette. We're dipping into this shimmer, pinkish coral orange shade, and we're gonna use that to sort of be our base highlight. We're gonna build up from there. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush and we're gonna hit the nose, the eyebrow, all of those good places. All right, now I'm dipping into my highlighters by Milani. I'm using Golden Quartz and Pearl. Okay, before I go in and do lips, since we know the lips are always a little questionable, I'm gonna go in with some glitter because I wanna be extra shiny, out of this world, superhuman, alien. I'm going in with the Graftobian Glitter Glams. This is the orange shade one. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of create this like glitter freckle look. While that's still wet, I'm dipping into the shade Marshmallows, which is a glitter from Trixie Cosmetics. And I'm just taking that on a little bit of a fluffy brush and just kind of packing that on there as well. All right, we're shiny, we're sparkly. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of detailing, some freckles, clean up what's going on here on the eyes, and then I'll be back to do the lips. We're back for everybody's favorite part, watching me fail as I try and draw lips. Today we're starting with the shade Night from Luscious Cosmetics. It's this nice like warm brown, and I'm gonna use that to try and draw the shape of my lips. Let's see how this goes. Okay, starting small, we're doing okay. See, the bottom lip is typically no problem. It's this stupid top lip. Okay, don't hate that. Okay, okay. I'm dipping back into my orange contour shade, and I'm gonna kind of rub that all over this like rough outline that we just cobbled together. I'm gonna try tapping like a little bit of yellow in the middle of this and see if it brightens it up. We need some work. Ooh, would you look at these lips? Okay, maybe don't look too close. But they look okay. Okay, let me get these lashes on, let me get this costume and wig on, and we are gonna go.